Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
And hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. This is Reverend Bryan Rawls, your host of the Magical Journey Show. And I have back with us Carrie White, which she is also a reader. And we will be doing one card readings, as well as also be talking about the full moon that is getting ready to come up on July 27th. And also, it is a lunar eclipse and a blood moon. So I hope everyone is ready for these upgrades. I know I'm feeling them, and I'm really not liking them, but I'm dealing with them. And I know Carrie here as well is also dealing with these upgrades as well. And she's having them or experiencing them a little bit differently than what I'm experiencing. But let me kind of fill y'all in on what's basically happening. And then we'll basically kind of get Carrie's point of view, as well as also allow for everyone to kind of formally meet Carrie for those that do not know her personally. Okay, so we have full moon that is on July 27th of 2018. And hello, Saphira, do you want to be a part of the show today? Okay, so it's on July 27th of 2018, and it's in the sign of Aquarius, and it's at 4 degrees, arc short of 44, and there is basically a Aquarian T-square with Mars square Uranus, and then conjunct fixed star Nahib, which is the head of the goat, and Gaidi, which is 2 stars in the goat's horns. Okay, so this is making things a little bit on the, or all the upgrades basically being centraled in the head area. So we're having strong third eye. We're having strong third eye upgrades. We're having also strong crown chakra upgrades, and also note that we are having fourth eye upgrades. And for all of the phone callers on that are on the phone call waiting for us to pick them up, do know that I will pick y'all up shortly, and we will be doing one card readings. That means if you have a question, we will pull a card for you. And Carrie is reading from the fairy deck, and I am reading from the Rider-Waite deck. So we will do those as well. So as here, you're going to have to chill out. Okay, so basically what we are going to be, or what's happening with this Aquarian total lunar eclipse, blood moon, and full moon, is it's upgrading our perception and the way that we see things in our current reality, as well as also allowing for the certain shifts that our body is going through to basically allow for whatever no longer serves us in the body, such as like the anxiousness, the stress, as well as also some of the ascension pains that some of us are experiencing. These are going to be let loose, or basically the energy is going to be it's going to be less intense after the lunar eclipse follows, or after the lunar eclipse peaks, basically. And So also with it being Mars square Uranus, there is also Mars in retrograde, and then we just went into a Mercury retrograde as well. So this may make the emotions as well as also communication a little bit on the difficult side. And do note that that is very much okay. So you need to basically express yourself and honor the body. If your downloads are too strong or too intense, definitely take it into consideration that you maybe need a nap, or you maybe need to check in with your body and make sure that you are embodied or that you are in your body, because I'm finding that a lot of my clients are popping in and out of the body here lately, especially with these downloads and upgrades going on, especially within the head area. So that's enough for right now for talking about the full moon. I am going to probably lead all of us into a light language activation to help kind of smooth the progression as we get ever so close to this full moon, and we are like less than 2 days away from it. So I'm definitely going to probably pull us all through at least the first half of it. Okay, so I'm gonna let Carrie kind of fill everyone in for the folks that do not exactly know who she is and what she does. So here's the floor, and Carrie.
Hi. Okay, so first and foremost, I am Bryan's assistant, but we are also partners. We also are the high priestess and high priest of our coven. I'm an ordained minister, a certified aromatherapist. I work with fairies, a lot of fairy magic, a lot of elven magic, a lot of gypsy magic, and ancestral magic. Those are my main points that I use. I'm also Bryan's go-to for any love advice. If he needs my help with anything regarding love or his clients with love, I am also the main go-to in that general area. I'm more specified in those types of works.
Okay, so we are going to get ready to go to the phone lines. I want everyone to be courteous of the caller or the upcoming caller, and try to limit it to only one question, and try to make it a question that we're not going to spend half the night on. So kind of make it a question that can be answered in at least one sentence. Okay, maybe two. All right. So Carrie, what exactly do you need to do your reading?
I have Nigel here with me all the time. Nigel is my head fairy guide. He's with me. He goes wherever I go. So if you see me out in public talking to myself, I guarantee you it's not really me talking to myself. Even though I look cray-cray, I'm really not, usually. I use tarot cards, pendulums, and a lot of times I'm very clairaudient. I hear and I see things and I know things. So it's kind of a combination of a little bit of everything for me.
Okay. And do you need a name or a birthday while you're...
Name and birthday usually helps quite a bit because it kind of narrows the spirit and to whom I'm talking to. So, yes, if you give me a name and your birthday, that's pretty much all I need.
Perfect.
And a question.
And I will either respond about the same question that you asked Carrie, so we are courteous to the callers after you. So we're getting ready to go to the phone lines, and the first phone caller will be 865. Area code 865. First name and question, please.
Hi, thank you, Bryan. This is Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you all for taking my call. And I just want to know or ask what But if there's anything you can tell me about the person that coming up for me as far as love and romance.
Okay.
So this is your area, Carrie.
What's your birthday, Lynn?
January 5th, 1956.
Okay. The one card that pops up for you is happily ever after.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And I think you knew that. I think you honestly knew that before I pulled the card. I got a feeling of I already know what it's going to be. So you've met this person, right?
I believe so. I do believe so.
Mm-hmm. I would have to agree because I see this person already in your energy field.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems as if you've already met this particular person, and if it hasn't gotten already serious, it will soon be getting serious, like within the next 6 weeks.
I'm hearing the 1st of September. Somewhere around the 1st of September.
Okay. So take it into consideration that your search is over, and now it is basically hook, line, and sinker, basically.
Great. I love it. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
You're very
welcome. And Lynn, if you are interested in a more in-depth reading with Carrie or Carrie,
you can email me at thesilverwhisper.com at gmail.com. Sorry, I never give my email address out.
And you can get a hold of me at 586-659-9620, and that is my office number. Also, you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com, and that is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. And thank you for calling, Lynn, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Blessings.
Blessings to you. Okay, so that is a wonderful
perfect situation of a caller.
Yes, so that is a perfect example of how long a call should be, how long, and as much as we are able to help the person and understand that we are in everyone's energy that is actually on the call. So understand how we do readings, folks. We hone in on that one particular energy field, and then we basically receive that message from that question, but it has to be aimed at one particular person. So that's the reason why you can't get really, really in depth with phone calling or phone calls on the radio show. And the radio show is a example of kind of getting a sample or a taste of what we do. Okay, so we're going to go to our next phone caller. And then we're going to have a little bit of a chit-chat about this symbol right back here. Ooh, that symbol right there. And the reason why I'm pointing out that symbol right there is because that symbol right there will help you.
Shall I showcase it?
There you go. There's Vanna White. So, well, basically what happens here is this particular symbol is a symbol of a wonderful artist out of the mountains of North Carolina. And his name is Donald Gordon, but he is passed away. And gods and goddesses bless his soul. But he was a wonderful artist, and these portraits or artwork that I have of his basically,
Thank you, Jillian.
they basically have, oh, thank you so much, Jillian. They basically have talked to me today, and this was the one that spoke to me the loudest. And it's called Transpersonal Chi. And the reason why well, actually, we're going to go to the phone caller, and then I'm going to talk about it. Sorry, I get carried away when I start talking about energy and energy work. It's my passion. So we're going to go to the first phone caller, or the second phone caller, and the second phone caller is 703. And please forgive me, everyone. I am so tongue-tied and twisted today, and it must be the eclipse energy. So 703, first name and question, please.
Hi, my name's Andrea, and my birthday is also January, but January 17th, 1963.
Okay.
All right, and what is your question?
I've been dating this guy for almost 2 months, and he's supposed to go a promotion to another state, but do you think he actually stays here and moves into me versus going away to this other state for this promotion?
Okay, and what's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea.
There's a block there. I see a block. It's hard to explain.
Okay, so let me kind of give it some clarity.
See if you can clarify that one.
The things that are basically staring at you is you have two choices, okay? You have two choices. You got one that you can stick with the current choice that you are set at, and then two is you can raise your standards and go higher than what you are currently trying to, or what you're currently trying to do now. Okay?
There's a compromise that needs to happen regarding this situation that is not being met, is what I'm getting.
Now, how far? Now, this. Did you say that this was a relocation?
It's a promotion.
A promotion.
To another state, to like Chicago, and I'm in the VA area.
Okay, so now you're currently where? Virginia, and this this promotion would be to what state?
Illinois.
Chicago. Okay, so that right there is your you raising your standards. So I do feel as if this is going to be a good go for you, but the thing is, it's going to be an adjustment. Okay, it's going to be a big adjustment to where things may not be as peachy as you think they are just starting out. Okay, but
it'll take a little work.
Yeah, understand that it's going to take work. Okay, but I do see that it's going to be rather beneficial for you. Okay, and so let's see here. Also,
he's torn about going. He's been postponed twice, so that's why he's kind of like frustrated because they postponed his promotion twice. He hasn't supposed to have gone, I don't know, last month or something.
Okay, so he's
frustrated.
Now with the what's his name?
Edward.
Okay, there's a lot of restlessness with him. Okay, and I will tell you that he's feeling like he is definitely in a kind of like a downward spiral with his energy field, almost like he's he's feeling like he's doing, it's almost like he's feeling like he's doing a little bit too much. Okay? And
Absolutely.
and then on top of all that, it feels as if things can most definitely turn around for him once he steps forward within the upcoming situations that you are going to be experiencing around this relocation. Now, are you going with him?
No.
Okay.
I just got a new job yesterday, so no, I'm not.
Okay, so I will.
I don't think he'll stay long.
I will tell you that I do see that there is, if he happens to stay longer than expected, I do feel as if you will be visiting him at least.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do know that that you will continue to be with him and be in a relationship with him, and do know that this is not going to tear you two apart. But understand that this is a basically this is something that is going to almost similarly glue you together, even closer. Okay, but I do feel as if there is he is definitely going to experience it being beneficial for him once everything kind of steps to it. Okay, but it may take him a little bit. It may take him a little bit, but understand that it is definitely coming. But as of right now, he needs to understand that it has to happen in divine timing, and he should hear something before the ending of the week into possibly on Monday if he doesn't hear from anything by Friday.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome, and I apologize if I sounded like I was rambling.
You're fine.
Okay, but do understand that everything does look pretty good. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So. Okay, so everyone understand that the energy is very intense at the moment, and energy is basically going super fast, and
I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm soaking wet and was hung out to dry.
Yes, yes, it feels
It's like
very.
it's on a tight wire at this point.
It feels very raw and very energetically taxing. So if I sound like I'm scatterbrained, or if I sound like I'm it's difficult to wade through this energy, and understand that we have a right to say this, and you have a right to say this as well. So don't be hard on yourself if at this time it is hard for you, okay? Because people experience, sensitives experience this stuff every day. And you just have to make sure that you stay grounded, centered, and at times it's okay to lose your shit, or lose your cool. But understand that it's all a learning process when stepping forth on this path, and especially this path of enlightenment. So I wanted to go to the symbol real quick while I'm sitting here chit-chatting, acting like I have nothing else better to do. So the symbols, or the symbol up here. So you have one big circle right up there, or you have a big circle, and then you have an open like that. Then you have one circle, two circle, three circle. So that is the crown, or to the crown, the third eye, the fourth eye, and then the throat. Okay? So what it does is this transpersonal chi basically aligns and smooths out the neural pathways and the energy systems and meridians in the body to clear out any kinks and turns that are currently in your way, blocking the download or blocking the upgrade from passing through the neural pathways or the meridians or the chakras in a smooth motion. Because at times they, yes, y'all can all see the picture closer if I can move the camera up a little bit. Let's see. Just with me. Okay, so the top is the crown. The little one is, the top is the crown. The little one is the third eye. The second to the littlest is the fourth eye. And then that is the throat. What is being focused on right now is the throat and the crown. And then on the full moon day will be the third eye and the fourth eye. All right. So now that you've seen that a little closer, and for folks that are just now tuning in with us, this is a painting from Don Gordon, and he is an artist out of the mountains of North Carolina, and I just so happened to get a hold of some of the copies of his paintings, and they began to talk to me today, and they. This one in particular, transpersonal chi, basically stepped forth and said that it is a tool to help us move through these shifts and move through these shifts faster. Okay, so we are going to go back to the phone lines. And our first
next caller
is 231 hung up. So next phone caller is 484, area code 484, first name and question.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for my call. This is Tonetta. I'm calling from Philadelphia, PA.
Okay, and hello, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I really am a little confused here. I don't know who I'm going to end up with. I had some situations and problems with another female by the name of Desiree. And she blocked me. We got into a bad argument. She doesn't want to come out of conflict since April the 5th. And in the meantime, another female a week ago just so happened to bump into somebody, started talking, we hit it off. She's coming forward, stepping up to the plate, wants a relationship, and her name is Michelle. My concern is I'm afraid that Desiree's going to come back and be crying, and I don't know who I'm going to end up with here.
Okay, well, the first question you need to ask yourself is, who can you see yourself growing old with? Okay.
Well, I wanted it to be with Desiree, but the problem with Desiree is she's in active addiction. She wants to be combative and fighting. She doesn't want like a loving relationship where this Michelle is. Michelle was in recovery. She was an addict. She's in recovery. So I don't know what God's doing here with all this. I really don't. And I wasn't even in this predicament.
Okay. So let's see here. Can you draw a couple cards for her?
Yes.
All right,
I'm gonna draw.
And I am going to excuse myself from the camera or from the show for a moment. I will return in probably about 3 minutes, but Carrie will do that reading for you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the first 3 cards that popped up, the very first one says making new friends. Okay, now obviously,
Okay.
and I'm trying not to get it mixed up. Michelle is the new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just bumped into her a week ago, and she's stepping up to the plate and everything.
Okay, and you've already seen yourself in your mind's eye with her.
No, with Desiree.
With Desiree. Okay, that explains why that came up. Okay, okay, letting go was the second card. Okay, that's the one I pulled.
I had to let go, yeah.
Okay, and on
I
top of
already let go with Desiree.
And on top of that came visualization. Okay. So what it is the conflict right now is you're looking for a future, but at the same time you're looking over your shoulder into the past. And you have to learn to let the past go. Is what they're telling me.
Yeah, I've known Desiree for 40 years. That's the problem. And I know how she is.
Right. Have you asked yourself, is this what you want to continue to live with her actions from now until forever?
I don't. No. Absolutely not.
Okay, because hold on one second, because you are speaking at us with a tone, and we're not trying to. We cannot make the decision for you. Okay, yeah. That's point blank and simple. We can only give you scenarios of what will happen with Desiree, and then what will happen with this chick over here, Michelle. We are not going to tell you. Go with this one or go with that one. Okay. So, I don't know exactly if you were meaning to, sound like you were going, or if you were getting loud, but, I apologize if I'm wrong, but, just know that we're trying to help you, but know that we cannot make this decision for you.
No, I wasn't trying to get loud.
Okay.
He was doing my reading.
Okay. Well, you just sounded like you were saying no, like you were. Okay, I was just checking. I apologize.
Okay.
Okay, and the same card keeps popping up. New opportunity.
Right.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything but obstacles in your past and openness in your future.
Okay.
What do you get?
Let me see here. Okay, so I will tell you that this particular female that I am seeing you with, and I'm not going to say if it's Desiree or I'm not going to say if it's Michelle, but I see this particular female is very, very, very much involved with you, has known you for quite some time, or at least enough time to know that she can say that she knows you. And this particular female looks to me like she has a dark colored hair, and then she looks like she is medium build. Okay, now whichever one that is, whether it is Desiree or Michelle, that is for you to interpret. Okay, but understand that this is the description that is being shown to me, and also I don't know if this is her moon sign or her sun sign, but I feel that there is a lot of water element around her. So the energy of water is the energy of water is very close connected with her soul.
Desiree is an Aquarius, and she's known me for 40 years. Michelle only knows me for 1 week.
Okay. All right.
Desiree has the dark hair.
What is that?
And Desiree has dark hair, and Michelle is blonde. Okay.
Well, perfect. There you go. You have your interpretation. Now, the thing is can you basically stick with the situation, or stick with Desiree's situation, or how she's acting?
Yeah, she's not communicating in 3-4 months. I can't. That's not no way to live.
Okay. Now that doesn't mean that she doesn't try to spark up conversation later on down the road. I'm just basically saying who I'm seeing around you. Okay. So this would be energy in or basically energy that I'm seeing in the upcoming future. So this, you and her could spark up conversation in a matter of weeks' time. And it all depends on basically timing as of right now, and especially with this this full moon, because this full moon feels it's very touchy, very, very touchy, and a lot of things are being blown out of proportion during this full moon. And I can even vouch for that. You just saw me blow things out of proportion, and do know that I apologize about that once again. But yes, the energy is very raw right now, so try not to make no big decisions as of right now. Okay?
Right. Yeah, I know. It's hard because Michelle wants to get involved, and I don't know what to do.
Well, take it like this. Desiree's not talking to you in 3 to 4 months. Go out with Michelle as a friend and see how it goes. But know that of what I just saw, that it looks to me like Desiree will eventually come back around. And also know that that energy can change. Free will can change.
Yeah.
So so do know that things are basically up in the air as of right now. But do know that the outcome of what I see is that you're with a female that has a darker colored hair and medium build, and basically has been really wrapped up in you for quite some time, and is currently there, and is in your energy field. It's been in your energy field for quite some time.
Yeah.
So you got to look at your options.
Yeah. I know. I just hope that, something gets resolved or something, because I just feel like I'm in the middle right now.
Well, just know that that at times it doesn't have to have an answer for every single thing as like right now, because the energy how it is,
it's all about change, constant change.
It's going to change all the time. It's going to change all the time for at least, I would say, at least the next 10 years, with all these records opening up. All these records, like record of Akash and already being open, and the record of Sahara, and also the record of Nasira getting ready to open on December 21st of 2018. So you got all these records opening up, and things and frequencies are going to change like a roller coaster.
Right.
So,
and then too, we started Mercury retrograde today. So, I'd say at least for the next 30 to 45 days, don't make any huge decisions regarding this, because everything's going to kind of influence you and your energy. And then once your energy straightens itself back out, you may feel completely different. So just be very careful with that, and just kind of, enjoy the moment, but at the same time, always keep in the back of your mind, the energy field is just bad. Let's just play this out as slow as we can and see where we end up, next month this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But just stay grounded, centered, and everything should
even out eventually.
Smooth out, and just kind of hang on to your pants.
Right. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome, dear, and thank you for calling in. And I apologize once again.
That's okay. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too. Okay. So folks, yes, the next phone caller is 231. Area code 231. Hey, Destiny, how are you?
I did not hang up on you. My electronics and everything have been acting crazy today.
I know.
Mercury retrograde. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I have a friend. I don't even know if you can call him a friend, but maybe like an acquaintance that I started talking to, and all of a sudden he just stopped talking to me. His name is Edward, but I feel like either he's mad at me, or it's like comic. And I guess my question is we going to start talking to me again? Like, are we going to begin talking again? I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did, or if it was even me or what. Or if he's just scared or what.
And he's not currently talking to you. He just stopped automatically. Just done.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. And
how long ago did he stop? When did he stop talking to you?
Well, I noticed I actually struck up conversation like on Facebook through Messenger, and he just has not responded. But he's like on there, kids when they got a crush on somebody and they kind of look on there and then they go off real quick. I kind of feel like that's kind of what's going on, but I don't understand it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let Carrie give her interpretation, and I'm gonna give you mine.
Okay, I think you're a little bit right in saying that, he's a little bit shy. But at the same time, you might want to kind of let him know that, hey, I'm kind of in the dark here. You see what I'm saying? It seems to me as if there's something that he wants to say, but he's just not able to say it. It's almost like he's intimidated, if that makes sense. I'm not too sure about him, but it seems like he's intimidated to say something to you. And I'm not seeing anything romantically with that. Bryan may see something different. I'm not seeing anything romantically around it. I think I think your presence overwhelms and he enjoys it. Don't get me wrong. Don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But I think it just kind of overwhelms him, and then he doesn't know how to respond.
So he just doesn't respond at all? What kind of crap is that?
He's a man, honey. And I'm sorry, but most of the time, if men don't know whether to turn left or right, they'll just stand still. I'm just saying from my own personal experience.
Okay, so Destiny. All right.
Be nice now.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice. Okay, so this there's definitely security there. Okay, but he feels like he's just too damn quiet. Okay, he sounds like he needs to open up his mouth a little bit.
Quiet?
Yeah, he seems a little bit too quiet. Okay, it almost feels to me like when he's like this and he's too quiet, he feels very cold, hard, and very cold, hard, and rigid, but kind of standoff or also standoffish. But I do see that after this, let me see.
New moon in August.
Yes, after the new moon in August, there is going to be a improvement and a kind of like a coupling energy.
Okay, but now don't just expect this to happen over. This is not a miracle sounding board. You're going to have to reach out and talk about how you feel about the way he's acting in order for this to happen.
Exactly. Because you got to remember, you got to take action.
With this one, you're going to have to take action first. He's not going to be the one to make the first move.
It's the 9 of Cups. Okay, the 9 of Cups is all about improvements underway and feeling snugged and pleased. Okay, and with the 9 of Cups, it's also about pondering, feeling secure, and know that with all that, it's definitely going to it's going to have its bend and turns in the pathway of this romance. But understand that if you two can be strong and hold on together, then there is the 2 of Cups, which is the joining of two people. Okay, and the 2 of Cups basically also gives a peace of mind as well. Gives a comforting feeling. Okay, and is closely also related with health as well. So it seems as if all your health issues that you've had in the past, it seems as if once the love of self and love coming from another person to you, it seems as if this is when your health illnesses and your issues, your illnesses start to kind of disappear.
Wow.
Because you're more...
So it is kind of karmic then. It really kind of is with all of these eclipse and everything going on. This is kind of a karmic situation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much a karmic situation. But know that it's kind of like testing the waters.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like testing the waters and seeing how... Okay, so I gotta ask you a question. Who is this old bald man, and he is very persistent and very funny?
In spirit?
Yes, in spirit.
An old bald man who's persistent in spirit.
I don't think it's her. I think it's someone watching because I swear something is electrocuting me right here on my collarbone.
I don't want to take up all your time. What you guys had told me is really right on. I mean, it feels right. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to take up any more of your time because I want you to find out whose man this is because That's not my guy. I don't.
Okay, well then it must be someone else's, and I appreciate you you being honest with me, and thank you so very much for calling in,
All right. Thanks,
Destiny.
guys. All right. Love you guys. Have a good
Mwah.
Love you. Mwah.
Okay, so whoever this man is that is bald, or bald head, and also he's very hilarious, almost like he has a good sense of humor. He doesn't have that that dry sense of humor, like things are just funny out of the blue. He has he has that prankster type energy.
And whoever it is, your collarbone is hurting. I know because it felt like I was getting an electric shock in there, and like my right foot is numb.
Okay, so
if you're having these issues,
this is a spirit shout out.
This is a guide for you that is hollering at you.
Guy, it may be a guide, it may be a ancestor, maybe a paternal ancestor, maybe a maternal ancestor. We have like 10 minutes left of the show. If you can call in very quick, it is 323-870-3791. But I want you, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the message anyways.
And this is a male, by the way. This is a male that this message is intended for. We do not know who you are. I hope you are watching and you get this. So,
okay, give me just a second. Okay, you may be offered, or you are maybe being offered something that you do not want, but you need to take it because this is your way out. All right? You may be...
There's something being offered that you do not want,
yes,
but you should take it anyway.
Yes. This is something that you have to take because it's for your well-being and for your benefit. Don't pass it up because it's not something that you don't want to do. All right? And know that
I keep hearing Charlie.
okay, so I smell smoke, and then I hear it's either Charlie, Carly, or
I'm hearing Charlie, but you know I'm
I
country.
see Carli. And then they also show me money. They show me money.
I'm not sure who that's for.
But whoever this is, I don't know exactly who it's for, but definitely take it into consideration that this message is for you. And I'm going to send all that energy back to you. And I will light a candle on my ancestor altar for him right after the show. And that will be his light to find you. Okay, so definitely take that message to heart and do that something that you don't want to do. And see, she's got truth bumps. See, I know my shit. Okay, so yeah, just know that this being offered, you take it.
And this is very important that you hear this
down.
message because this has never happened to us before.
Yeah,
I mean, not in the fact that we don't get other people's messages because we do, but in the fact that we get it so indeterminately that we're both hearing the same thing and seeing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, and this is usually only comes with the individual reading. So
yeah. So whoever this is for, this is very important.
Yeah, you gotta not turn this down. You have to take it. And this could be someone that is not previously watching now. This could be someone that is going to watch later.
It could be.
Okay,
So
they
whoever
have
you
to do
are,
it.
and if the name Charlie means anything,
Charlie or
Carl,
Carly or something with Carli.
yeah.
Okay. So we are hitting the ending of the show. And I want to apologize once more for if anyone thought I was out of line or feeling as if I was bitchy, because I'm really not.
He is sometimes. Don't let him lie.
This full moon is just like really got me raw.
Antsy.
Yeah, very raw and very antsy. And I apologize, people, if I feel or if I am if I'm bitchy or
quick-tempered
or hot-tempered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, so I wanted to also say, if you can, real quick, take a quick screenshot of the photo back there, because that will help you through the upcoming days, especially for the upgrades. The upgrades are intense at this moment. You will feel like you're very raw. So stare at the photo. It is encoded, and it will definitely do you some good. Also, do know if you are wanting to purchase or wanting to experience any of my services, you can go to www.amagiccaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. You can also go to my blog at bryanrawls.com. That is BRYANRAWLS.com. Or you can also call my office at 586-659-9620. Again, that is 586-659-9620. And my email address is angelicguidance13@gmail.com. And Carrie?
All right, you can reach me at my email address, thesilverwhisper@gmail.com. That's TheSilverWhisper@gmail.com. You can also leave a message for me on the office number. Again, that number for the office is 586-659-9620. And you can email Bryan, whatever.
Yes, and thank you to Tiffany White Sage Woman for producing the A Magical Journey show. Thank you, Goldylocks Productions, for producing the A Magical Journey show. And thank you all the callers, and thank you all listeners. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.